Real quick, 3 of these actually happened. Real tables, real dice, and every single plan was fine. Right up until it wasn't. A Minotaur who couldn't whisper if his life depended on it. A fireball nobody could take back. A dragon somebody adopted mid-fight. First one's up right now. Weird party, this one. Everybody's playing monstrous races. We're casing a heist, and our Minotaur's got this ability where he can just phase through solid stone. So he offers to slip in alone, scout the room, and give us a quiet signal once it's clear. He phases in. Time passes. No signal. We're crouched outside in the dark, counting seconds, and it's dragging way longer than it should. Did he get caught? Is he stuck halfway through a wall somewhere? Everybody's whispering theories, and the DM's just letting the silence sit there, getting worse. Then, muffled through solid rock, we hear guards screaming about a horned monster that just walked straight through a wall in front of them. That's the signal. That was always going to be the signal, because there was never a version of a 7-foot Minotaur phasing through stone that wasn't going to be the loudest possible thing in that building. Somebody outside just goes completely flat. Well, that's our cue, and we breach immediately, because stealth was never actually on the table. Heist turned into a full brawl about 4 seconds in. Still worked though, because the second we heard the screaming, everybody moved without hesitating. He's been the alarm clock ever since. Pirates on the horizon, closing fast. Classic naval combat setup. Everybody's getting into position, our sorcerers prepping ranged spells for when they're in range. They close way faster than anybody accounted for. Grappling hooks, boarding, and suddenly it's not a naval fight anymore. It's melee. On our own deck, pirates mixed in with our own crew. Sorcerers still mentally running the enemy ship playbook instead of the enemy is standing on our boat playbook, and starts winding up a fireball anyway. People are yelling to stop. The pirates are literally intermixed with our crew at this point. Spell's already halfway cast. There is no version of this where the geometry works out fine. Goes off anyway, because you can't uncast a fireball halfway through. Does exactly what fireballs do. To the pirates, to a chunk of our own crew, and to the sails, which are now on fire. We win the boarding. We also lose a third of our own crew, and our ability to sail properly. Spent the next few sessions patching a barely floating ship back together. And to this day, if anybody at that table suggests just fireball it, the whole group groans on principle before even hearing the rest of the plan. We're already in way over our heads. A lich we've been chasing this whole arc beat us to the punch and raised a Draco Lich. And there's no version of this fight where we win it head on. Right as it turns to face us, our bard just blurts out a lie with absolutely nothing behind it. That it was actually her who did the resurrection, not the lich standing 3 feet away. DM calls for deception. And the Draco Lich actually pauses. I guess there's some flicker of loyalty left in there toward whoever it thinks gave it a second life, and the whole table goes still, watching this one roll. 'Cause the lich is right there too, already opening his mouth to object. Nat 20. It turns on the lich instead of us. Immediately. Violently. 2 undead horrors going at each other in the same room we're standing in, while we very calmly start backing toward the exit. And mid-retreat, our bard, riding the high of the best lie she's ever told in her life, decides to double down and cheerfully asks the Draco Lich for a ride out, as a thank you. We leave that collapsing lair on the back of the dragon we just verbally adopted. She has not stopped bringing it up since. 3 cases, 0 good decisions. And this file's never actually closed. And if you liked watching people fail this specifically, hit like, subscribe, and file your own case in the comments.